Are we live? Is this thing on? What's up, beautiful people? You bet your booty we're live and this thing's on. And you know one thing and one thing only, and I'm going to miss saying this, guys, because we got 4 more days to draft this joint, and it's crazy to see how far this joint, like they're at 130K out of 180K. It looks like overlay might be a little bit less than we thought. Let's go drafters. Shout out to drafters. You guys know one thing and one thing only. If we go live before 7 p.m. Eastern time, it means that we have gotten into a drafters $1.3 million lobby and queue. Shout out to Disco Ball Nation. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I miss you guys. Last time I saw you guys, we gave out 10 tickets and a Spike Week tool. That was a hell of a fun time. It was a great time. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I hope everybody's good. Let's catch up with the chat. JC Money Design says first, said that at 12:49 p.m. Eastern time. James Saw says second, JC cheated. Facts. Oopsies. What's up, all? What's going on? Bonus hole. Antonio, how you doing, sir? Updog. Hey, Updog. Do me a favor. DM me the link to your Twitch right now so I could post it in the chat. Yeah, DM me the link to your Twitch again so I could post it in the chat so we could get everybody who's on Twitch to go give you a subscription to go follow you over there. All right, because this is the most knowledgeable human being on the planet when it comes to fantasy football, and I'm not even exaggerating. Like, there is a lot of people who I respect in this industry, none more than this guy. So shout out to Updog. Respect the hell out of you, buddy. And I'm glad to see you putting out fucking content. It was cool. I just wish that my internet connection was a lot better. For some reason, like, you were just lagging like no tomorrow. And shout out to Updog. Legend. What's up? What's going on, Mr. Jason Calhoun?
What's up? What's up?
How you doing? All clear. Not talking to myself. Thank God. Hello. What's up, Dev? How you doing, man? You got your tickets, right? You got both of your tickets. This guy was cleaning house. Shout out to D-Bro. That guy won 3 duck races out of 99 people. Like, the odds of winning 3 duck races out of 99 people is absolutely spectacular. And he donated all of those back to the community. So what a great human being. Shout out. Shout out what? Shout out what? What are we shouting out? Hello, everybody. What's up? Bad Guys Official really is a good guy. We've missed you, man. Where you been? Hopefully life is good. Hopefully everything's going well, man. Shout out to Disco Ball Nation. We got John Coe, 812 at the 101. We got my guy, Bad Guys Official, really is a good guy, at the 105. Yours truly at the 112. It's crazy, man. We called the queue, and this thing filled really, really quickly, like uber quickly. So it's cool to see. It's cool to see how far this thing has come, man. I remember we used to wait like 10, 15 minutes for a lobby to fill. Now it's filling within seconds. Shout out to drafters. These guys keep on keeping on. All right, Drake London. DK Metcalf. Unique start at the 112. We got to get weird, right? We got to get as many possible combinations with Drake London because we are so invested and we really, really believe in Drake London. Indy J 85 says, finally got one. You're here. You're drafting with us. Who's Indy J? Which one are you? Or is that John? Everybody's got different names, like, everywhere. Been prepping for my home leagues. Nice, man. Nice. I got one more home league going on, and it's a slow. John, okay. Figured it was you. Finally got you in one. CD Lamb at the 101. I don't hate the pick. All right, guys. Let me tell you guys what we're doing, where we're doing it, and how you could do it, too. You got 4 nights only. 4 nights only. And then we go into the weekly stuff. I'm looking forward to it. Draft tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. 14 teams. Oof. What's the format? What's the scoring format? And do you know what pick you have? All right, guys. This is not a mock draft. This is a real money draft with real money implications. How much real money are we talking about? A lot of fucking money. Life-changing amount of money, guys. We got 4 more days to draft the winning lineup. All right. This is gonna happen. And I'm amped. I'm here for it. It's $2.5 million in total prizes, $500,000 Rooskies, goes to first place. It's total points format. Most points win. Best ball weekly scoring from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft. There's a fast and slow. $15 entry. You get to max out after you get 150 lineups. And this is draft 146, folks. Draft 146. It is best ball format, which in my humble opinion is the most convenient way for your draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances on your roster will be submitted into your weekly matchup. So no more leaving points at the bench. No more waiver wires. No more trades. None of that garbage. Get that garbage out of here. You literally just draft it and forget it unless you're winning a life-changing amount of money, guys. $500,000 goes to first. $2.5 million to be distributed to first, from between first and all the way down to 20,000th place. So sign up today on Drafters Fantasy using promo code DISCO, and I will double your initial deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $100 Rooskies. Get in on the fun, guys. It's the thing. It's the thing. Draft tonight at 8:30. 14 teams heard. I got my draft Wednesday with Jack from the 24-hour stream. Pick 9 out of 10 Superflex. Dang. What league? Who's the league? Is it Jack's league? Is it Jack's league? Shout out to Jack Luceny. What a beautiful human. Randomized 15 before. Oh my god. I mean, like, shit. You've done 27 of these. I'm assuming you got a lot of minis in and quite a few super flexes. You're chilling. I hate Superflex. Personally, hate Superflex. All right. Hold on. Guys, if you guys could do me a favor, I'm going to post it right now. I just got to open my Twitter on my phone or on my my laptop. Got it. Are you live right now, Updog? All right, guys, do me a favor. Go smash this guy a follow on Twitch right now. His name is Updog. He finished second in this tournament last year. He's a beautiful human. He's an absolute beast. And he's a great drafter and a tremendous human being. Good friend. I'm telling you right now, man, he stayed up with me. And, it's crazy, right? Because this guy finished second. He stayed up with me from, 2 a.m. till 7 a.m. 2 a.m. till 7 a.m. during the 24-hour live stream. So forever indebted, forever grateful for that human. Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes. Let's go. Disco. What's up, Andrew? And good to see you, brother. Missed you. Hope you're doing well. Feeling better today? Having a better day today, man? Is this thing on? I hope so. I hope I'm not talking to myself. Oh, shit. Looks like Updog is going to join us. Yeah, and guys, here's Updog's invite. Copy. Here's the link to his Twitch. Please go smash him a follow there, guys, on Twitch. Once again, he's one of the most brilliant drafters on the planet. Let's go Twitter. Twitter again. Let's go DMs. Here we go. Done. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get joined. We're gonna get joined by Updog right now. This is fun. A little bit of an impromptu date, but I like impromptu dates. My wife is gonna be mad at me because impromptu dates are only for us. QB, RB, wide receiver, tight end, flex, kicker, IDP. What's the scoring format for how many points is a passing touchdown? How many points is a reception? I see IDP and I'm like, better day, yes. Good man. I'm having an all right day too. Not great, not bad. Having an all right day, but I will say our days are always better. Our days are absolutely always better when I get to come hang out with Disco Ball Nation. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. IDP, love it. Yeah, not me. Followed. I'm super vanilla, man. Followed Updog. Check you out later. Yeah, man. He's great. He posted a couple streams, or we did a couple streams together, and he just dropped knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb with us. Absolutely incredible. IDP, yeah, heard. I'm not an IDP guy. Appreciate you, man. Check your DMs, Updog. I sent you the link to the stream if you want to hop up. Sent it to you. I like our start. It's very unique. I will say, out of all the drafts I've done, I've never seen this combination, and I'm here for it. Patrick Mahomes, who I think is going to be QB1 this year. Travis Kelce, who I think can easily be tight end 1 this year. Drake London and DK Metcalf. Drake London, I've been, pounding the beating the drum in, saying that Drake London, that's my guy this year. I think he's going to be absolutely spectacular. I think top 5 wide receiver is not just realistic. I think it's like guaranteed. I think he's going to be absolutely spectacular. And DK Metcalf, I also have as top 5 wide receiver. This is the first time I get the combination of both of them on the same lineup. And I pair them up with one of the best quarterbacks and one of the best tight ends. I love this start. And speaking of this start, what a happy surprise. Look at this beautiful face. How you doing, buddy? That's not Florida.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I'm back at home base here.
Are you live on Twitch right now?
Oh, no, I just turned it off.
Okay.
I was streaming to like 1.5 people, I think. But it was cool. I had some people in there today. Chatting best ball. It was nice.
I wish I could have stuck around longer, but like you were literally going. I even did a screen recorder to show you that I wasn't lying. Like I would have absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I haven't exactly figured out the technical glitches yet, but
I think that was more of my phone thing and just having bad connection there. Let me ask you, buddy, what do you think about my start? I'm putting you to work right away. We got Patrick Mahomes, Drake London, DK Metcalf, Travis Kelce from the 112 hole.
Yeah, I saw what you did with Metcalf, and that's been like one of my core strategies down the stretch is clicking DK Metcalf at like any cost. So I've literally done that. I've dragged him to 1-2. I'll take him any point in the second round. I'm in. Let's do it. Like let's build some funky combos with him, and that's kind of been my like my thing I want most down the stretch. So yeah, I love it, man.
We went with 2 rookie wide receivers who I'm really high on. Roma Dunze, he's starting to be somebody who I'm absolutely excited about. So we went Roma Dunze and Brian Thomas Jr. I can't get enough Brian Thomas Jr. Man, I will.
The 2 rooks there. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I will take Brian Thomas Jr. 100% of the time, every time. Chat is popping, guys. By the way, if you guys look up right here, and then I'll post it right now. Our boy Updog. Oh no, that's the StreamYard link. I'm not sharing the StreamYard link. Holy fuck! I just dodged a bullet. Imagine I shared the StreamYard. Yeah, imagine I shared the StreamYard link. It would have been like the 24-hour stream all over again. That was crazy, man. What time did you end up going to bed that night?
I don't know. What was it, like 5 or something? I got off.
No, you got off at like
4?
like 6, 7 here.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I was used to the late nights though, so it was it was chill. It was nice, nice to be a part of that.
Yeah, you and Jack had some great back and forth. Jack is great.
Sorry, I'm really bad with names. With the Bears guy, or is
Bears guy was Anthony?
Anthony, yeah, I loved picking his brain, man.
Anthony's brilliant, man. 2 fat guys. Shout out to him.
Other buddy was really funny too.
Yeah, but, I was talking about the stoner guy.
Jack, he was funny. He reminded me of some of my friends, but it was really cool, man. I enjoyed talking shop, and it kind of helped me crystallize a couple of the things I wanted to do down the stretch here.
So what have you established, and how many drafts are you in right now? Because I know you've been crushing the other basketball drafts like on UD and
yeah, I'm in slow draft hell right now. As the clocks are all accelerating over the next couple of days. Like DraftKings goes down to 10 minutes tomorrow, and I'm in like about 50 over there, so that'll be tough to manage.
Yeah.
But I thought I might stream it just for the hell of it. So that's kind of why I kicked up the stream today to get it rolling, and I might be drowning in slows tomorrow if you guys want to stop by and check in on me.
Links in the description, folks. Please go smash him a follow over on Twitch. Highly recommend the follow, guys. This is the most knowledgeable guy in the fantasy football industry, period. And one of the best, if not the best drafter on the planet, especially here on Drafters, because this guy finished second twice in this tournament. So there's no coincidences when it comes to this guy. He knows that he knows his shit.
Still got to win though. Still got to win. So that's hopefully we take down a best ball tournament this year. That'd be nice.
That would be pretty cool, man. Antonio says just followed Updog on Twitch.
Yeah,
Antonio's the best, man. 6 points passing TD, point half PPR. Yeah, I'd say get your quarterback early there, but high all says Jerry Bagshaw, very high on DK. I'm high on DK too. How high? Have you gotten that combination we were talking about? That very elusive combination that like I got that night on stream?
No.
The 3-player combo.
I don't remember. Sorry.
It was I think you said you wanted to do it with Tyreek Hill, but it was Tyreek Hill, DK Metcalf, and DJ Moore. Did you get that combo?
Oh yeah, no, that's like my most owned combo now.
Those three?
Those three specifically.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a spectacular
Yeah,
combo.
my ownerships are kind of wild right now. DK Metcalf's my number 2 owned overall, and DJ Moore's number 4.
That's crazy.
So I've really pivoted to make a big stand on those guys in the second round.
All right, so we went Zamir White and Tony Pollard here. We're fine at quarterback.
Yeah, I needed running backs. Yeah.
Yeah, in PPR format, I like both of these guys. I like them a lot. I was looking at
Where does Hollywood go now? He's still in the 90s, right?
yeah, he's 87.3 right now. We're
Yeah,
right around.
yeah, right at ADP. Yeah, you needed the running backs. I was gonna say Hollywood's a good target with the Mahomes stack there. It comes right to you, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely need the running back help. Hollywood would have been nice, but if I could push that and get that value a little bit later.
Yeah, with the 0 RB start, I think you gotta just go with the running backs.
But this is a unique start for me. I've never gone, wide receiver, especially like ignoring ADP and then going who I think is going to be, potentially tight end 1 or, up there, and potentially quarterback 1 or up there. So this is a unique start for me.
I like what you did because, so DK Metcalf did get to the 3-4 turn, like he was there in early season. So that was like my one hesitation with dragging him up, but eventually I just decided, screw it, I'm just going to get weird and have different combos. And because you have Kelsey Mahomes there, like Kelsey hasn't left that range. So even if like DK Metcalf was available late 3-4, there's 0 of him matched with Kelsey and Mahomes. So it's good that you took it with a pair of guys that have stayed there in the 3-4 round, because it will be a unique combo. Yeah, so
I love it.
That's it's well played.
Shout out to Jerry Bagshaw, says hi all. We love you, Jerry. Bone says, "Dich have det so far." Do you understand what he's saying? What's up, dog? Though we gotta play it.
Exactly.
What's up? What's up?
Bone says he hates slow drafts. I hate it more, man. I'd rather walk a mile on Legos barefooted than do another slow.
Yeah.
But yet, since I've tweeted that, which was 2 weeks ago, I've done 3 slows, and you're in how many? 300?
About 150, but some of them are closing up now. But
just a casual 150. James Saw says, "Evening, y'all. Just got home." Shout out to James, man. He's asking, is that Updog still drafting in Florida? Stud drafter, man. I was after. I don't know if you've tuned in after the 24-hour charity stream though, but obviously we've been singing your praises, especially because how long you hung out with us. But like we also have like lifestyle envy, right? The fact that you took a draft vacation to go to Florida.
It was out of desperation, it was had to be done.
How long were you in Florida to draft?
10 days.
That's crazy, man. This guy went to Florida for 10 days to draft. And it's absolutely incredible. The fact that you had like a full stream setup too over in Florida, like
I didn't. I just had a laptop and I brought my webcam and just a headset. And I just figured I figured I might get on stream at some point while I was down there. Just 'cause I was trying to jam in a bunch of drafts and thought it'd be fun. So
how long have you had your channel set up on Twitch?
Oh, I had it for a couple of years. I honestly rarely used it. I've only streamed fantasy football maybe like 3 or 4 times over the last couple of years. But we'll see. It'd be cool if I could do it more regularly. Just no followers, so it was always just a couple of the boys hanging out. So it would maybe we'll put a little more effort into it next year and see what happens. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. Yeah.
Okay, so if they were to search for you on Twitch, they would just search Updog, right?
Updog TV, yeah.
Updog TV on Twitch, yeah. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay, I got Nib says I got Odunze, Swift, Keenan Allen, and Caleb with Dak. Odunze, Swift, Keenan Allen, and Caleb with Dak. Interesting. Where in your redraft? AP said here. That's interesting. I'd rather get more, But Keenan Allen's a guy who like is just the price is too good to pass up on. Jay says I just traded AJ Brown for A-Chain and Smith in PPR. Is it a W? Unfortunately, it's 6-man. Like 6 people in your league. I personally don't think it's a W. I don't think it's an L. But I'm not high on A-Chain. I don't know how you feel about A-Chain, but I'm not high on Smith either. I don't know how you feel about Smith, but I'm very high on AJ Brown. He's my wide receiver one coming into this season. Up, Doc?
See? Oh, I don't know. I'm not a dynasty guy. I wouldn't tell you. Like, I assume it's Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
and,
I'm assuming it's that one too. And Devontae.
I mean, I don't know. It seems good. Like A-Chain's good, but you know, it could go terribly wrong. But
so do you like the A-Chain at ADP right
now? Not really, to be honest.
Yeah.
Definitely mix him in just because he's one of those guys that can, you know, break the game. So
yeah.
But yeah, not a guy I like to get overexposed to. I think Mostert's way better priced and has a lot of TD upside. And like I like Kyron straight up over him. I like Saquon straight up over him. So I don't get to much A-Chain, to be honest, which is like unfortunate.
I have 2 shares in all the drafts. I think I have 1 in the million 3. I don't have a lot of A-Chain. I just look at it and it's like, if he's healthy for all 17 games, which is a major if, but it's possible because he put on size.
He's a dog to play.
Yeah,
like he's a dog to play like 14 games probably.
Yeah, but like for him to outproduce his current ADP, a lot needs to happen. But like taking him ahead of guys like DK Metcalf, who like all signs are pointing he should 100%, you know, outperform his ADP significantly. Yeah, it's just not an investment I want to make.
Yeah, and that's what eventually just made me just like decide to go all in. Metcalf is that second round range, man. It's not that great, and a lot of those guys have like weird sort of tandem bets that you can just like gap by just forgetting about them. Forget like Waddle. If you just take Hill and DJ Moore and forget about Waddle, like you're already betting against Waddle. It's like who cares? Like take Metcalf over them. Like a lot of the top receivers have these like, or a lot of the first round guys are like you're locking them in, right? But a lot of the second round guys you can twist an arm, you know, and see a world where they fail. But like DK and DJ Moore are legit stud ones on their offenses, and like there's no questions about them and their roles. So yeah, I don't know. The more I thought about it, the more I just think the second round is kind of a joke, and I just want to ignore it and get the guys I think are better. So like, man, Olave, Nico, like Nico's in a 3-headed monster room, like Kupp and Puka. Who knows, man? Kupp's been all over the board. All the running backs, like, you know, running backs like to fail all the time. It's like Debo, the San Fran guys are now up in arms. Like Harrison's a rookie.
What about Mike Evans or Ayuk? What about those guys?
Well, Ayuk I like just taking because he's in the third now. Yeah. Mike Evans I don't take a lot of, but I don't know. I feel like that might be a mistake, man. I was looking at like touchdown props, like season long touchdown props, or sorry, that wasn't it. It was week 1 touchdown odds. Mike Evans was the highest
because he's going against Washington, correct?
Yes, it was like 1.45 to 1 or something for.
Yeah, but if we look at what Washington did last year against all,
I mean, it makes sense, but like, I mean, it was still pretty wild to see, you know, like you can get this guy's wide receiver fucking.
I'll take the under. I'll take the under all day on that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of them. He's expensive, but I have been mixing him in if I don't get Moore or Metcalf in the third like I want, and he's sitting there. Like I don't mind it because again, it's making a unique combo. Assuming you dragged up one of the other guys to the second, you know, if you drag up Metcalf, you drag up Moore, and you take it with Evans, it's a good combo. So I like it regardless of the whatever player take.
Fair. Jerry's asking us: does the online issues in Miami scare you off of Tyreek Hill at all? I'll let you go first.
Not really. I'm not worried about the O-line. I mean, I fade that kind of stuff every year. I can't project O-lines, and I know some people are really good at it, but I don't really know, so I just don't worry about it. But with Miami specifically, they have a hard schedule, so that's kind of what I focus on, and I basically fade Miami just for that reason. But like I have a lot of Hill, but not a lot. I have like field average Hill, and I'm way under on Waddle. just because I click other guys in that range. Yeah.
I'm on the opposite of you there. I wouldn't say the O line has me worried about either one of them per se. I'd say I'm not necessarily saying the O line is going to be terrible or regress significantly. I think I would get Tyreek Hill, but I've been taking a lot of players ahead of him. Waddle's somebody who I can't stop drafting. I think the terrible O line will affect the running game more than
Running
anything.
backs, yeah.
And that way, I'd just rather just get somebody who's one healthy, two who has a lot of burst, and who could, because I pay attention to Dr. Jesse Morris, Deepak, Dr. Deepak Chomra on Sports Med Analytics, and the odds of Raheem Mostert getting hurt are very significant.
Yeah,
very significant. Like last year was an outlier season. And when I look at the running back situation there, I look at, okay, so Achen's more of a change of pace guy, right? Mostert's more like the every down, kind of back. Neither one of them are really like the receiving threat, because when they're throwing the ball, it's going to Reek or Tyreek Hill. Now it could be, the tight end situation there with Jonnu. And whenever we like Jonnu, we should dislike Jonnu. The person who I can't stop drafting and who I might actually get right here is Jalen Wright, because
I think he's gonna have work like day one, man.
Yeah.
The way I forget, I was talking Discord about this the other day or something, but if especially if these receivers come in limping, like if Waddle comes in limping, they're gonna split out A-Chain, and they're gonna have him play like basically slot. Like he was already split out wide like a decent chunk last year.
Yeah.
And like they could just do that more, and then they have right to bring in to spell Mostert, so like I can see all three of these guys kind of getting used, man, like without injury.
Andrew N saying you should have brought your HDMI cable and extended the display to the hotel TV and do more.
No, I literally did that. Yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, there was HDMI cables, and I took the TV, put it on the desk, and there was a computer monitor. So I had my laptop and two monitors down in Florida. Yeah.
That was part of my message before. I got DK at 3.1 after Lamb and Devonta Smith. I'm on Drafters 2 right now. Nice, man. Nice. How many lines you got here in the 1,000,003? Nibs, and what about you, Updog? I think you answered this earlier, but like my mind is complete mush today.
I'm at 140. Yeah.
Well, oh shit. Have you been autoing, or have you been like?
I jumped in like 30 slows, before, like on the last day of slow drafts.
When was that?
I'm chugging through those. Not that long ago, like 4 or 5 days ago.
Oh, Antonio says I only got one share of Achane, and that was a drunk pick. Yeah, I'm like a lot of people love Achane this year, and I understand why. Like if he's healthy, this guy can absolutely break fantasy football. But I'm betting against that. Good double stack. Thank you. Good catch there, John. We got Drake Lund. Who was our double stack? I didn't even catch it. Who's our double stack? We don't have a double stack. We just got London and Kirk Cousins. No double stack, right? No.
Oh, it's coming soon.
I don't think so. Like, do you have the double stack right now? I like the HN HN exposure on DK with Bijan Breece starts, and then going 5 straight wide receivers with top 8 tight ends sprinkled in somewhere. I don't hate that idea. Drafters is a completely different animal, though. Drafters is a 100% different animal. If you need to be right, if you're going to go hero RB in the first 2-3 rounds, because if you're not, you're chalked. You're completely chalked. With Puka news, I think we have to make Cup ceiling wide receiver 1 again. We've been pounding that table. He's in my top 5, or not pounding that table, pounding that drum. Now he's been in my top 5 for the longest time. But I also don't think we can particularly sleep on Puka, right? Because their defense has gotten significantly worse. They just lost Aaron Donald, traded away their best defensive player. Why am I talking about defense? It's all about game script, right? If they're going to be playing from behind, the running game is not going to be as effective. When both players were on the field, they were getting targeted in 29% of the time and 31% of the time. And I anticipate that's going to continue. In best ball and redraft, I think both players are still absolute smashes, and you should get exposure to both. I don't know how you feel about both of those guys.
Sorry, I'm zoned out doing slow drafts. Apologies.
You're good. You're good. Lock in. So here's a question for you, Updog. How do you feel about Rico Dowdle? Serious question.
Yeah, so it's been a bit of a roller coaster for me with him. I had a lot of him last year and kind of disappointed. Like I thought it was pretty sharp to be on him last year and it didn't work out. And then in the pre-draft stuff, I took a lot of him because he was going like undrafted and people were sure Dallas was going to get running back. Now I take basically none of them. And I probably should. I do mix him in every now and then, but I frankly think Zeke is going to get more work than him. But and I don't know, like he does have good like advanced metrics, but I don't know, he just didn't really blow me away last year. So I'm kind of worried about him, and I assume they would bring in a third. So I don't know if Dalvin Cook can even push him, but
yeah,
it's an interesting spot now, man. But just most likely they're just going to throw it all over the field. So that's kind of why I didn't end up with much.
Now, serious question, okay? Because I'm drafting right now, but my friend Chef, shout out to Chef, he's super smart. He was telling me about a player, the new wide receiver 3. I don't know if he's a rookie or not for Atlanta. Who is he?
Ray McLeod?
No.
Mooney?
No, Mooney's a wide receiver. He's a 2. Okay, let's pull up the.
Rondon Moore's.
He's gone.
Leg. Yeah, I think it's Ray McLeod.
Well, he's saying this guy looks absolutely spectacular. So if I'm building
he's like a little fast guy. He was returning punts for the 49ers a couple years ago, and he actually caught my eye because I took him. I think he went to Pittsburgh or something, and I thought he was going to have a chance to play. So I did actually mix him in a couple years ago, but I don't have any of them. If it is Ray you're talking about, probably not the worst ad. I just don't take a lot of Atlanta players.
I don't remember if it was Hodge or Casey Washington.
It's probably Casey Washington. I don't know anything about the kid, but apparently he's sick. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've heard that name, but yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Okay, hold on. Let's learn together.
No, let's let's do some It's not too late to get a new hot take, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if I'm building the correlation, I might as well look into it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not.
Pull up his highlights.
I can't show his highlights now that we're monetized.
Yeah, true.
It looks like where's the actual depth chart? Okay, so okay. You sure it's not Hodge?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
He's a fifth year.
Yeah,
okay,
it's Casey Washington. Yeah.
Casey Washington. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, we'll watch his highlight tape later, but I can't watch his highlight tape here because of copyright.
That's how I do my research. You know, we watch the player for 2 minutes and we go, that guy's good.
Yeah, that he's got some bunny to him.
We like him. We like him.
JC says, smash those freaking likes. 24 people and only 14 likes. The math ain't mathin'. Appreciate you, JC. Shout out to JC Mining Design and the sports affiliation. They're going to do their last mock draft before the season kicks off shortly after. So, check them out. Subscribe to them if you haven't. They're very close to 500 and to getting that monetization. They just had the former adult actress Lisa Ann there on Wednesday. That was interesting. Apparently, she's in the fantasy football world. Are you in slow draft world or are you?
Yeah, just absorbing that.
Yeah, it's quite. Oh, Cousins, Mahomes. I appreciate you, John. Appreciate you. Now that I'm thinking about all my picks are drunk picks. That's sounds about right. Bonus hole sounds about right. 24 to 10 equals 10. 24 minus 10. I was like, wait, what? Pound that table too. I'll pound. I'm pounding everything. Earthing. Cousins and London, Mahomes, Kelsey. Yeah, man, I appreciate that. That's definitely a unique combo for me. I'm definitely done at quarterback. That's for damn sure. I can't stop drafting Sonat. How do you feel about Sonat this year, buddy?
I'm good. I do take quite a bit of him. Can't say I really know much about him, but he's like a good tight end prospect. Had a kind of splashed in preseason. He's a big guy. Like I'm not really worried about Zach Ertz. You know, like literally McBride went through him last year, and this guy could just be the next McBride. So yeah, I click him, man, and he falls a decent amount too. So I've gotten some good prices on him.
Here's mine. Like he was my tight end 2 prior to getting drafted and the location that like rookie draft.
Yeah. Was
and then
JT Sanders like consensus 2 in the class?
he was consensus 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people had him consensus 2. Do we go one more tight end here? And just no, we'll go with somebody who I don't have a lot of exposure to or any exposure. Carson Steele.
Yeah.
Hindsight, I should have taken De'Ami Brown. But Carson Steele is just one of those guys who I don't have, and if I'm building,
it's always good to take those guys right now because if any of those guys are one of the guys you need, like most of the field doesn't have them, So just in general, this time in year, you just like it's good to take guys that kind of just appeared on the surface. Like I mean, Sermon's been around, but people just started clicking them.
Yeah,
like the Malik Washingtons of the world, the Steels, the Nailers. Just get these guys because other teams just don't have them.
Yeah, well, I just figured if any draft would make sense getting him, it's the draft where I have Mahomes.
Where you have Mahomes, yeah.
So that's the one that makes the most sense to me.
Yeah, I like it.
Like, he's not a guy who I'm going to draft, without correlation. So on this planet, he's going to be the receiving guy. Okay, No Cap says it's Casey Washington. Sweet, we got him queued up now. That defense angle, I had thought of moves. The Rams up in my overall offensive rankings. They are already top 10 projections. The Kyron slide and hate may need to be hammered these last couple of days. It's not that I hate Kyron or that I hate Quorum. I think it comes down to, I don't know about you personally, Updog, but when I draft, I think about what kind of return on investment can I get based off of the draft capital that I'm spending. And if the return on investment in comparison to where he's going in the grander field of things doesn't add up based off of my projections and what we saw last year as well, in game script this year, it's just one of those players that I'm just avoiding at all costs. And if he hits, shame on me. You know what I mean? But if he doesn't hit, I'm going to have a lot less dead lineups because I didn't go in round 2, 3 for Kyron and guys like Achane. I'm not saying I hate them. I'm not saying they're bad football players.
No,
they're just have bad seasons.
They're most likely to fail. Like that's the problem with early running backs is they're the most likely to fail. So starting from a baseline of fading them is usually the play, like just on a general, general strategy. Yeah.
Calhoun says Washington is the hot rookie for sure in Atlanta. Heard. Just got in. What's up, Slow Mo? Good to see you, buddy. Slow Mo, how many drafts did you fill, buddy? After all that, because man, this is like the greatest news of the off season is the fact that we got you into those fucking leagues, buddy. I'm stoked. Shout out to Slow Mo, guys. Say hi to Slow Mo. PPR might stand for something else there. Fill in your own blanks. What are we talking about? If you have Lisa Ann on the show.
Gotcha.
It's going over my head. It's going over my head. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Some combination of the 3 dirty words.
Yeah, shit. Got 3 total. Nice. I'm so thankful. No need to be thankful, man. I'm thankful that you became part of our community, and I'm really happy that we got you into those leagues and that you got your redraft situation. Do you have a redraft situation? Like we know who you are, Updog. We know who you are off season, right? Like what you do and what you're all about. You're a best ball fantasy football god. But like the Updog we don't know and the Updog that I'd like to get to know and like not have disappear until we see you in the top 2 of the all the best ball apps is what the hell do you do during the season?
I mean, I honestly, I'm such a junkie for this stuff. I just I sweat my teams and I still consume a lot of content and just kind of stay hooked in just because I enjoy it. We'll see. I might get away and go skiing this winter, do something like that. But don't really have too many plans, man. Just need to stretch my legs because it's been a long summer. It's been really nice outside, and I've been stuck in my computer drafting 1,200 best ball teams.
That's
so
ridiculous.
I'm ready for this home stretch to be over, and I can just kind of relax, watch the games, and have some fun. But yeah, hopefully I'm gonna try and get away skiing this winter. That's kind of my plan. Maybe go spend a month in the mountains or something.
Well, if you head over in this direction to Mont Tremblant, you give me a holler. I won't ski.
I go the other way. I go west.
I was gonna say, yeah. If you head over to Mont Tremblant, give me a holler. They got.
I've actually never been to Tremblant. I've been to the eastern townships though.
It's nice. It's like a good place to have a good time. The chalets are great there. It's a nice little getaway. So if you go there, you hit me up. We'll definitely
Yeah,
go.
100%.
Nib says, I'm a fan of taking receivers early, but why do we say that about Kyron when McVay has proved his entire tenure he loves to use RBs and a guy who was efficient with 5 point yards per kick? Yeah, but like, here's the thing, man. And like, I don't think you said anything wrong in particular. And Updog, you can add to this as well. Um, I'm not I'm not somebody who likes to react based on what happened last year, because if we react based on what happened last year, the year before that, you know, I mean, Justin Jefferson, we would have been drafting him at the 101, where CeeDee Lamb finished as the wide receiver one. We would have been drafting guys like Bijan Robinson in round one, Austin Eckler in round one, Nick Chubb in round one. And like Nick Chubb, obviously, he had like a catastrophic injury. You know, prayers he comes back a little bit sooner, because like I have him in my lineups. But like it always is interchangeable. It's always interchangeable. So you need to try to stay ahead of the curve. You need to try to create your own projections and look at all the storylines, look at the situations, coaching, additions of offensive and defensive units. I'm not saying Kyron's going to suck. I really am not saying Kyron's going to suck. I'm saying I don't see him outperforming his ADP, right? So if you look at the grand scheme of things, right? Well, what's Kyron's ADP right now?
Well,
He
early
got,
third,
picked,
yeah.
he got picked at the 127, right? So amongst all fantasy football players, are we saying that he's going to finish better than the 27th overall player in fantasy football? If so, how much higher are we projecting him to finish? Right? It's not based off of how many yards per attempt, how many yards per carry. It's just about where do you project him finishing in the grand scheme of things. And I don't have him projected finishing, I have him with negative equity as opposed to positive equity, if that makes sense. I don't know how you feel about Kyron's situation.
Yeah, I mean, I just like him because he was just really good last year, so I do click him. But like I'm way overweight the receivers around him.
Yeah.
And at least now he's kind of dropped back into the third, so like it's way better click than when he was going mid second, which was like I don't know, maybe like a couple weeks ago for a good stretch he was going in the second. But yeah, it's always just running backs, man. They fail, so you're taking a punt every time you take an early running back. But if he does have a legendary season, which is really hard to do, and it doesn't happen very often, we get maybe one a year, right? Like I think I guess we had two last year with CMAC and Kyron.
Yeah.
We get one a year, man. So if you think you know who it is, man, sure, like take them, right? Take
For
a
sure.
lot of them, but it's just it's risky.
Make your bet. The only other RB over 20 points per game last year, feel like people are overvaluing the regression. It's not a regression. It's just game script. That's just where I'm coming from. Who says, "Sup, fam?" He says injury was all those examples. I disagree. Tony Pollard was a top 10 running back. Where did he finish? He was not injured last year. Bijan Robinson was a top 10 running back, top 3 running back, top 5 running back. Where did he finish in terms of fantasy? It's not where you finish as a top running back. It's where you finish in comparison to all the fantasy football players. So if we're talking about positive equity, right, the best place you can find positive equity in drafts is with the quarterback position. Obviously, we're not going to draft quarterbacks early, but like that's the best indication of positive equity, right? Because Josh Allen last year was drafted, around the same range as Kyron Williams, and he finished off as the fantasy player overall number 1, right? That's plus 27 overall equity that he finished with in the grand scheme of things amongst all positions. So you're getting positive equity by investing in that player. When you invest in Kyron Williams, it's not how did he do last year. It's not how is he going to finish, but it's like in terms of your projections this year, do you think he's going to outperform his current equity in best ball? Not redraft, in best ball. Best ball, especially here on drafters, is a completely different animal. But I respect everybody's opinions. He says Kyron Williams is the only running back to miss 5 games, finish second.
Yeah, I mean he smashed, man. He was incredible last year, and
we're not saying Kyron Williams sucks. We're not saying we're worried about Blake Corum. That's not what we're saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not going to speak for.
It's just unlikely to have those results, And like if he is like a generational talent, man, he's going to do it again, and that's why I do have shares. But it's just so hard for that to be the actual case, like for that to happen. It's man.
Even though I'm very bullish on Breece Hall's my RB1.
He probably has the best chance. Yeah.
The likelihood of me drafting him over guys like AJ Brown is very minimal, right? And he quite commonly goes over AJ Brown. So like I think he's the most likely to do it. But like realistically speaking, Kyron Williams was a free pick last year. He round 20, maybe down towards the end of the season, round 18. That's why he was a league winner in all the lineups, right? Christian McCaffrey, he had the most fantasy points. He put up quarterback numbers, like we said, positive equity. He was drafted at the 104. How many of the top 15 lineups was Christian McCaffrey in on drafters last year?
Yeah,
like just to go to your point, or the year before, how many fantasy points was the RB1, or like how many lineups was the RB1 that year? Who was drafted as the first overall RB? How many lineups was he?
Yeah, I don't think the winner 2 years ago didn't have C-Mac either. I don't think it was J Jeff. Yeah, it was Jefferson. Yeah,
JJ for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at these guys' drafts. I think I might do another one of these. Did you want to queue up with us?
I wish I could, to be honest. I'm actually have no money in my account. I entered my last high roller yesterday, and then that failed. I did 4 in the high roller. And then I'm getting some tickets tomorrow, and then I just have to deposit for my last like 3 or 4. So yeah, I actually can't currently, but I have a bunch of slows going, so I'm just kind of gonna keep trucking, and I can help you out or whatever. You have any questions?
No, I'm good with that. Let's do that. So let's look at John's lineup, then let's look at Bad Guy's lineup, then my lineup, then we'll queue up for another one. John goes 3-6-8-3. He goes Anthony Richardson. Justin, by the way, thank you for hopping on. Justin Herbert, Anthony Richardson, and Bo Nix. Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Brian Robinson, Ezekiel Elliott, Marshawn Lloyd, Dalvin Cook, CeeDee Lamb, Devontae Adams, Mike Evans, Romeo Doubs, Gabe Davis, Adonai Mitchell, Juju Smith-Schuster, Elijah Moore. The first 3 wide receivers are spectacular. Even the fourth. Sam Laporta, Isaiah Likely, Kate Otten. All right. I think I know what you're going to say, but you're also going to be really nice about it. So say what you're going to say. I'm going to be very nice too, but I'm going to give constructive criticism. So
yeah. I mean, Jonko here has only done 9 drafts, and definitely needs a bit more time in the streets. We don't want to be going three quarterbacks with the elite. We want to be stacking our QBs. I know we got A-Rich stacked there, but the other 2 I don't think are stacked. And elite tight end, you want to go too. So if you just kind of rein that in, get some stacks, thin out your onesies, I think it'll be a better roster. But it's good, man. Jump in the best ball streets, and you just learn by drafting. That's all you can.
Honestly, you said exactly what I wanted to say. So moving on. Hopefully that feedback helps you out, buddy. Once again, this guy's one of the best drafters on the planet, and it's such a blessing to have him here as part of our community here on our channel, just on an impromptu draft. This is cool. Bad Guys official goes 2-7-8-3. He goes Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff, Derrick Henry. So some running back correlation. I love it. Bad Guys really is a good guy. He's really good at drafting. Jerome Ford, Tajay Spears. I don't hate the running back room at all. Gus Bus, Nick Chubb. Ooh, double stack there. Cam Akers, Kendre. I don't hate the Kendre pick either.
It's a cool team.
Yeah. Amon-Ra, Cooper Kupp, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Christian Watson, Jalen Tolbert, Luke McCaffrey, Tyler Boyd, Tim Patrick. Very interesting. A lot of correlation. And then Mark Andrews, Luke Musgrave, Colby Parkinson. I like it.
The Tim Patrick destroy it stack too. Interesting.
Well, Tim Patrick, Amon-Ra.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, I know. So I was gonna say it's really good to always try and stack up your top receiver. Like as a general rule for drafters, for you to win the tournament, your top receiver has to be the best receiver in the league, or the top 2. So if you don't have their quarterback, you're kind of just playing not for nut outcomes. So he got cute with the Baltimore stack, and then he has a primary Detroit stack. I think it's a cool blend. I think you got to find another receiver somewhere. Trim something from a running back or a tight end, but it's a cool team, man. Very very cool. Yeah.
I'm just trying to see well, I think my only feedback is I know it's important, especially with these final drafts, to just go get your guys. But if you're going to get Nick Chubb, or if you get Jerome Ford, try to get him at value or later, because that could have been another wide receiver. But you were also hurting at the running back. I have nothing bad to say about this.
And he's steaming too. People are starting to realize he's going to be the lead back for 10 weeks. Yeah. And I packed my bags in the 140s, man, and I've honestly let off the gas on Ford. I have a bunch from early, But just recently, like doing my drafts, I'm doing now. I'm hitting that range, and Ford is right up there with all those other backs with Singletary and the Mosses and the Tennessee guys. He's ahead of them now. He's ahead of that whole range. So yeah, I mean he could just be really good. And I'm fading Chubb, so I'm all for it, man. I think taking him is probably good just in general right now.
Yeah. Peanut Butter and Jelly says Kyron Williams also returned punts last year. Not a big deal. Once again, like the punt, that's not what we're like. What I'm worried about.
Yeah, anybody who got worried about that is like just hilarious, and like it just what a nice discount if you are in the car.
Nib says, I'm just saying we need to hammer the slide. LOL, maybe a bit of bias because I hammered him in the 13th all last year. Man, I wish I would have listened to people about Kyron last year because I regret it. I wish I knew you before, like your fame as one of the greatest to do is with Kyron. He's like with Kyron, you're buying his upside. He isn't CMC best value but value is there. Yeah, for sure. Fire up another so I can get it. I got you. We'll just look at my lineup first. CMC average 24.5 points per game. Kyron 21.3. The rest of the backs are high to low 17s. Value is there. Let's also not forget Breece Hall was absolutely spectacular on a really shitty team, and everything is looking upwards. The team is way better. The O-line is way better. Game script should be way better. They're going to have a defense that can hold leads should they get leads. It's all signs are looking up, but yet people are still drafting Bijan ahead of him. Nevertheless, let's look at my lineup. 2, 7, 8, 3. Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. Zamir White, Tony Pollard, Devin Singletary, Trey Benson, Jalen Wright, Justice Hill, Carson Steele. Why do I like this running back room? Drake London, DK Metcalf, Roma Dunze, Brian Thomas Jr., Jacoby Myers, Josh Downs, Jermaine Burton, Casey Washington. I love my wide receiver room. Travis Kelce, Ben Snott, Dawson Knox. So, chat, I'm assuming a lot of you are going to hate it. Updog.
Roast them, chat.
Yeah, please do. Bring it. We keep receipts, son. I love the back and forth with the chat, man. The fact that you guys are so insightful and so smart and bring your own perspectives. A lot of you changed my mind a lot.
Yeah, that's good. I like your like I was gonna say your receivers are a little thin, but I do like the first group there. Even Downs, man. And then the other two guys are kind of like punts, but it's it's actually like a decently strong receiver core for the Capital. Like I like Jacoby and Downs as just like PPR target munchers. And those top 4 guys can obviously be really good.
Yeah, I like it. It's unique. Yeah. It's different. I hope it smashes.
Nice.
Let's queue up for shit. Let's queue up for another. Let's see what the lobby's at before we call it. We'll wait for a fresh one. This one's at 11 out of 12, so we'll wait for the next one, fellas. So, are you doing any of the fresh one? Queuing up. Join. All right. Queue up in the 1,000,003, guys. Are you doing any of the week 1 Sunday splash or any of that?
I probably won't week 1 just because I'm going to be too busy doing so drafters slows. They wrap up on the Thursday, so like basically every day I'm like tomorrow's like DraftKings wind down. Then on Wednesday I'll do some drafts. Maybe I will do some that day, but I'm just not going to focus on a week 1. Although it does look fun, man. It's 3K up top, which is like pretty nice. During the season, I'm definitely gonna like get into them and start playing them. But I think week 1, I just have too much on my plate, to be honest, to worry about it.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I hear you. I might do I want to get maybe 25 lineups in.
We get that money from maxing too, right? I think you get $150.
I think it's 100. I could be mistaken. Pineapples. That means queue up. All right.
So yeah, max the tournament, get your cash. Put it in the week 1, contest, and you might win $3,000.
It's a heck of a time. CMC average. Okay, we got that one. Thank you so much for the feedback. Gotta go jump on Yahoo to see my draft position. Come back and let us know your draft position. Good luck, buddy. McVay did mention Kyron quite a bit last season. Talked him up before. Yeah, I wasn't into the coach speak last year. I had the nuts last year. Breece, Tyreek, Kamara, and Kyron. Fuck, that's fire. Lavi and Schultz. Well, if you're queued up with us, I would love to see who you picked. I would love. You didn't get because that weekend we were doing those. You probably already used them. Never mind. I was gonna say you didn't get those free tickets for that weekend. It was like draft 6, get
No,
one.
I didn't do enough, man. I think I wasn't even thinking about it. I think I did like 4 with you, and I didn't get to 6. Um, but yeah, I just made sure I got the last promo. I did like that's why I did 30 slows, and we'll max this thing out with not too much. It's honestly it's great, man. $15. It's a good price point. It really adds up. Even going down from 20, it's easier to max. Lots of free tickets. It's the best tournament on the internet, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I don't disagree. Nibs, which one are you, bud? I'm looking for you in here. I'm keeping my eye on you, buddy. I love that you're bringing the fire. Mr. Magic HE says, "Yo, my guy, 10-man PPR. I got Nico, DK, and Puka. I think you did better than okay. I think that's spectacular. You're in the 7 hole. You are smoking nibs. Nice. So, do we recognize anybody in here?
I know Huron River Rat.
Yeah, Huron River Rat's part of the community. That's Jason Calhoun. He's at the 110. I'm at the 109.
He's a grinder.
And we got Nibs at 107. I don't think I know anybody else. BDS 1994. This guy's about to max. Good for him. This
Nice.
is Jace.
Jace first draft. Let's go.
Good for him. Good for him. Good for him.
Two first timers. 3, bro. Look at that. Nice lobby.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
That's why you got to save some drafts for this time of year, man. And like I'm gonna do some on the last day, and people pile into drafters on the last day, man. They just because all the other big tournaments are full, and they're trying to get their money in, chase that overlay. So yeah, if recommendation, save at least maybe 1 or 2 for the final day.
I'm saving one. I'm saving one.
Yeah, save one.
7 hole, Nico Metcalf should ball. Is Puka healthy? I think Puka is still going to be spectacular this year. I just got on drafters for the overlay. Nice. I like it, Nibs. Did you use promo code DISCO? You should have. Let's go, boys. Time for the draft. Let's go, Jason. 3 hole definitely looks like an accountant. Facts. Who Hames? Hope he's good to go at James. Yeah. All right. So the accountant goes Tyreek Hill. Very standard start here. We'll see what we could get at the 9 hole. If I could get a Jamar Chase at the 9 hole, I think we can do something spectacular. But I see Huron River Rat there, and he might stop it. I am worried about Jamar Chase. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I have an awful lot of Chase, man. I hope this is all just fugazi.
It's a Fugazi, it's Fugazi. It's a Woozy, it's a Wazi. Fairy dust.
Yeah. Smoke and mirrors, man.
Did you hear the Coach Speak Index today? Zach Taylor was asked by a reporter, will Jamar Chase play on Sunday against Disco's New England Patriots? And Zach Taylor says, we're just going to take it day by day. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear it. But I know they categorized Jamar Chase's status as day-to-day like last week. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Day-to-day with contract negotiations.
Yeah. I'm in a bad place right now, man. That's tough for me.
He'll play. Or draft some T. Higgins on the way out.
Well, like T. Higgins is one of those guys who I also don't believe in. I don't believe in him whatsoever.
So that's why you're going Burton. I like that too.
Yeah,
I've been so scared to click Burton, man. I've been doing a lot of Isovich or
Yoshivas.
How I see the name is Isovich, but it's Yoshivas.
Who you got winning Thursday Night Football? Oh, good question.
What is the first game? It's the Eagles.
Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs, and then Eagles and Packers are playing the next day on Friday. So I'm just going to pull up my Bet 365 here to see all the game props.
I'm hyped, man. Let's get this started.
Because
see these guys on the field. I'm so hyped.
All right, so the over under is 46. The spread is +3, so I think Baltimore can cover the spread easily, and I like the under personally. The money line isn't terrible and then Packers +2.5. Sorry, the Eagles are favored by 2.5. Over under is 48.5. I think that one goes over. I don't think the Packers can cover, but I also don't know what's to expect out of the Eagles. So I just like the over in that one. I'm looking
Yeah,
at
I mean, Eagles are supposed to have an improved D, but I'd rather see it first.
I'm looking at Arizona and Buffalo. Bills are favored by 6. It's the point total is 48. Why do I like Arizona covering the spread against Buffalo?
Is it in Buffalo?
It is in Buffalo.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't mess with that.
I know. That's a toughie because like I think Arizona's improved drastically.
I mean, yeah, and like I followed them pretty closely last year, especially like at this time of year, and they were a mess, bro. I don't. Do you remember the what was his name? The backup who was jeez.
Backup where? Sorry,
He was the Arizona's backup. Not Clayton
Tune?
Tune. No, he's the guy I was interested in.
Dobbs. Josh Dobbs.
No. The guy Colt McCoy.
Yeah, Colt McCoy. What about him?
Yeah, so he was their like starter. And do you remember he had that like in practice? He like couldn't throw the ball, so he was pointing at people. He was pointing at receivers.
I don't remember that.
Okay, well, it was like a hilarious thing that happened last year in the Cardinals like first few team practices. Like his arm was like I don't know if he had off-season surgery or what, but like basically every other day he wouldn't have a throwing day. He would have a pointing day. And at that moment, I knew I wanted the backup. I wanted Clayton Tune. So I'm like, I want the guy who's gonna actually play for this team. Ended up being Dobbs, so I kind of whiffed on that. But my whole point being is like they actually had like a ramp up this year.
Yeah.
Like, with Kyler, second year under the coaching staff. Like I could see them coming ready to kind of smash the Bills in the mouth. Especially after their last preseason being such a disaster with the Tune and no Kyler. So I could see it. I can see the narrative.
Yeah, I like them covering the spread. Do I think they're going to win straight up? No, I think it's going to be closer though. Carolina, New Orleans. I'm not touching that game. I'm not touching it. The under looks interesting.
I did like I clocked. I have like 5 Millie Maker tickets or whatever I registered before I left, so I'm just gonna put like five lineups in the $5 Millie Maker. And my favorite defense is the Carolina defense because they're second
against New Orleans.
Against New Orleans, yeah, because they're second min, like they're the second cheapest. And I mean, New Orleans is kind of a disaster right now. So and Carr certainly likes to drop back and chuck it. And he's not very good at that. So I think it's a decent spot for DraftKings.
All right. I can't stop drafting Kelsey for some reason. I got A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Travis Kelce as my start here.
Yeah, nice.
I like the Smoke and Nibs has a 6 start. He's got Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Brandon Ayuk. That's a pretty sweet starts too. Huron River Rat goes Jonathan, Garrett Wilson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Tank Dell, Sam Laporta. He's a Laporta supporter. So the over-under for that game is 41.5, and New Orleans is favored to cover the spread by 4. I think Carolina covers the spread. I think Carolina definitely covers the spread.
Yeah, I think it'll be tight. I don't think New Orleans is very explosive. Something that was like mentioned to me last year is they ran like the lowest amount of motion in the league, like just a boomer offense. And unless Olave goes crazy, like I don't see them scoring a lot of points.
Nib says 7 is awful. I disagree, man. I think what you're doing with the 7 hole right now is absolutely spectacular. Mr. Magic HG says, where do you see Marvin Harrison Jr. finishing this season? I would say outside of the top 15.
Yeah, I hope not. I have a lot of them.
I don't.
I don't know, man. It's really hard to say. We've never done this before. We've never drafted a rookie at
round 1, 2.
Yeah, so it's
rookie wide receiver that is.
Yeah, exactly. Like an alpha, and he has like a breakout tight end that's going to eat into his role. And it's hard to say, but like if he's as good as people claim, he's going to do well. So
I don't deny that he's as good as people claim. I don't see it. I don't have it projected. I much like you're not getting much positive equity out of that pick, right?
For him to be a top 5 receiver is going to be like insanely hard.
Yeah, and I'm betting against.
It's a big risk. Like on drafters, it's probably a worse click, which is like I have a bunch there, so kind of shooting myself in the foot here, but I think he's a better click on playoff format sites. For the sprint at the end of the season where you get that rookie upside. He's probably a better click over there, but I would say a negative advance rate player most likely.
Yeah. I will say I like Michael Wilson to get your ROI.
Yeah, you got me back on him, to be honest. I've down the stretch I've been clicking him a good bit.
Please tell me what your exposure's at there. I would love to hear what your exposure's at there.
It's not going to be much.
Wait, where is the game 2? Which one? Game 1? Like the defending Super Bowl champs always host game 1. It's in Kansas City. Chiefs are not messing around this year. 3-peat is for real. Here's my Super Bowl prediction. You guys ready? It's going to be Green Bay against Buffalo Bills. Green Bay is going to win. What is your opinion on Davante Adams in PPR format? Is he worth a grab, or would you pass on him? Depends on who's around there. I mean, I know a guy who has a lot to be thankful for when it comes to Davante Adams. I know a guy who absolutely loves Davante Adams, especially week 17. Davante Adams did made this guy a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, he did, man. He had a hell of a game. It was crazy, man. I love that dude.
So Alex is asking, what's your opinion on Davante Adams in PPR format?
PPR. Yeah, I mean, I think you can still get fed by Minshew, right? Minshew fed Pittman. I think it's perfectly reasonable for him just to continue being a dominant targeter, and like hopefully the quality of targets improves a bit. That was like the big issue last year. It was like he was getting a lot of targets, but they weren't ending up, as reception. So yeah, I'm back in on Davante. Not like crazy in, but I take him, man. I don't let him slide past me if he's past ADP. It's probably biased too, but I won a ticket for the 2K FPC main last year, so I jumped in one of those, and I got Davante Adams in the third. And like my whole plan was to take DK Metcalf.
Yeah,
that was literally like my plan, and then Davante Adams slid like 10 picks. So I couldn't turn my nose up at Davante, so we got him on the squad, and had to pass up Metcalf, and hopefully my shares elsewhere will
make up for that.
Yeah.
So how much would you say you have invested in best ball this year, or would you like to not discuss that?
No, I have it right here. I'm just right about 20 grand exactly.
USD.
Yeah, US. Yeah.
James Saw says Eagles still have tough run defense. They did load up on their weak secondary too. Yeah, I think Eagles have a very good chance of being really good this year. I think they should be in the mix. Yeah, Brian Thomas Jr. again, man. I'm not gonna go. I have Brian Thomas Jr. projected to outperform Deontay Johnson and Jaden Reed at the wide receiver position. I like this start. It's a unique start. This is my first share of both Kelsey and Andrews. You know how I like my bully tight end. So we'll see what we could do with the rest of it. Obviously, we're not going to get stacking options with these two guys. So hopefully we can get some stacking options with our other receivers.
Yeah, good. It's better to do that stuff when you're doing a 0 RB start, because you can't really pass up on the early receivers. So if you start like 2 running back and go bully tight end, like your team's dead.
Yeah, your team's shot for sure. It doesn't work that way ever. No. Clayton Tune, Desmond Ridder, Colt McCoy was a year ago. Colt McCoy played at Arizona. Okay.
Yeah. No, he did play, but he was there on the team last preseason.
Yeah,
and he retired like mid preseason because he played one game and like died on the field. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that. But yeah, it was really bad, man. And I literally clicked Clayton Tune more than anyone like on the planet. I guarantee it, and it did not work out.
I had a lot of Clayton Tune. I had no Dobbs, but I mean, like,
I had 0 Dobbs. I should have, I definitely had time to grab a share or 2 at the end, but I was just so take locked that I didn't.
Yeah. Sometimes I hate myself for being so stubborn.
Yeah, bro, it's tough, man. I got into a really sick spot. You're gonna think I'm crazy. Like I'm still eating myself over it, but I had a chance to get Lamar Andrews at like the 5-6 turn. Like they both came all the way back. Yeah. And so I took Lamar first, and he comes back like on the wrap or whatever, and I'm staring at a choice between Pickens and Andrews, both like 15 picks past ADP. And like obviously you just say take Andrews, right? But I'm just so like against Andrews this year, and I've made it like a core part of my strategy to fade him. That even when I had like a gift horse like looking at me, I was like, man, I can't pass up like 6th round Pickens. So I just didn't click Mark Andrews. I'm still like eating myself up about it, but like whatever. I just kind of doubled down. But probably terrible, probably really bad. Maybe
I agree. That's terrible, man.
probably really bad, but
Yeah.
we did it anyway. So
Yeah, everything Arizona Cardinals. Andrew Ann's your guy. He does like Cardinals radio and all that stuff. Carolina with stout secondary. See if their run defense improves. They did bring in some linebackers. I just think that game is going to be boring. The O-line injury is real bad.
Carolina money line. Let's go. I'm there. The Canales bump.
I like it. Alex Adams should smash QB proof man. Pitt had his best year last season with Minshew. I think that's a great take, James. All right.
Oh, I saw that Darnold, yeah, I don't mind. Like all these guys can get the ball to the receiver. I don't mind taking Darnold's or any of these guys. Like
Clayton Tune picks. LOL. Are you in on Donald, JJ, and Green Bay Week 17 correlation?
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
Nice. Yo, I love the double stack elite tight end, so underrated with the flex play. Yeah, man. I'm not gonna pat myself on the back and say I'm the king of the bully tight end. Other people in the community will do that for sure. No, I love the bully tight end. I got a few lineups with Laporta and Kelsey, a few lineups with Laporta and Andrews. I have no combinations with Kelsey and Andrews yet, so glad I got it here, especially at a pretty discount. So we'll see if we can get my most owned player in best ball, and we can. Zamir White. I can't stop. He is where I start he's my hero RB. He's where I start drafting.
Yeah, he's my number 3.
That's my most owned player on all drafts. It's not even close.
I like it, man.
I made my bet.
He's set to smash, bro, and there's a lot of haters, and that's what I love about it, dude. Yeah, I want him to run it down their throats.
I mean, fuck the guy from Pro Fantasy Focus said Dylan Labe is the clear RB1 there. I was just like, wow.
Or he like a clear path to it or something. I'm like, get out of here, buddy. Yeah.
Jerry Bagshaw says Ravens versus Lions is my Super Bowl prediction. Here's mine. I think Lions will be a week 1 or there'll be a round 1 elimination, borderline like missing the playoffs this year. I don't think the Lions are going to be spectacular this year. I do agree that they improved defensively. They just didn't improve enough. If we're talking about that division, Green Bay has improved everywhere that they need to improve. Cornerback situation's better. Safety situation's better. Linebacker, defense, everywhere. Offensive line, running back situation, receiving situation. Like it's either better or healthier. That they are the most complete team in football this year on paper, and I think that they addressed the biggest need, which was new defensive coordinator. I think there's no vacancies there. There's no weaknesses. They're as complete as it gets, top to bottom. I got Laporta McBride at the 4-5 turn earlier. Couldn't resist that bully tight end duo. I love it, man. I love it. It's not one of those things that I never go into a draft saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I just look at what's there and I'm like, okay, well, let's get weird with this start. And then from the weird start, we try getting different combos. Like I have maybe 6 starts with AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, and Diggs. None of them have the bully tight end. And I love what we're doing here. We're definitely punting quarterback for a little bit, but we got some good later correlation options.
Yeah, it's honestly, you're way more likely to win this tournament with late quarterbacks. Just kind of how scoring works. Their QB's flatter, and if you do capture 2 late quarterbacks, you score a bunch of touchdowns, like I did last year with Dak and Purdy. They both led the league in passing touchdowns, San Fran and
Dallas.
Yeah, so it was just good fortune that ended up being the case, but that's how you have to win. I mean, you can the 1 year elite QB won, it was 6th round Hurts, which doesn't exist anymore. So it's just tougher now. I mean, it can definitely work. Like Allen was QB1 last year by a mile, right? Nobody had him. It's just kind of one of those things. You kind of need the other skill position players in that range. Like they just score too many points. Like assuming you get the right one, that it's just harder to win with elite QB, and that's why when you do elite QB, it's like you never want to. Well, I do it sometimes too, but like you don't really want to take that second QB too early. You want to try and find a late stack that you like and make that your plan for QB2.
You guys heard it here first. This is from the GOAT. The drafters GOAT. By the way, shout out to Dorito. He came on. He made a during the 24-hour stream.
Did he? I missed it.
The last hour, he came on.
Yeah.
He donated. He's like, let's draft. He said, here's a ticket. Like he donated
he's a good dude, man.
for a ticket. What a beautiful human, man. I'm looking forward to getting to know him a little bit better.
I only had the chance to chat with him just one time, but it was cool, man. We talked a lot last year down the stretch, and because we were in the same range for the last few weeks, man. It was cool. He was actually doing he was in first for a while, and then he kind of got chunked back into a range with me. But I was pretty sure we were both gonna do well, and it's pretty awesome for him to take it down. Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna do? Dang, I really, really wanted Jaden Daniels. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dang. The naked Caleb doesn't feel good. The one time I don't need him to follow me, he falls to me. Doesn't feel good at all. I'm gonna treat this year's best ball like a duck race, right? Because it's always the guys who come out start that pull their hamstrings. I'm always worried about the guys with a hot start, and then down the stretch, it's that's where it really matters. So I'm not gonna fixate and sweat, the first 9.
No, I would say you kind of have to be in the running week 10. Both my runs. The first one I was in first at week 10 and held on till the last day, and then the second time was week 10 was when my team hit the gas, and I think I was maybe I don't know 1,000 or 400 or something. I was up there, but not that close. And my team hit the gas from week 10 on, and I got there. So that's kind of the crux for me in my mind.
What was it you during the 24-hour stream that was having the back and forth with Debro as to where he finished in drafters before? He wanted I think it was you.
Yeah. I just wasn't sure of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted me to tell you the same year you finished second the first time, he finished fourth that year.
Yeah.
He sent me the screenshot.
Right on, nice.
Yeah. So he wanted me to tell you.
He was trying to chase me down, man, dude. I was leading it from week 10 all the way through the last week, and I had the player you needed the last week, and I still didn't win.
Dang. James says would love to see Rams versus Bengals. Bengals winning would be sweet. Hurt. Chiefs and Eagles Super Bowl. Did Richardson just go at 75? Yeah, we got him at 78 the other day.
I've been doing that a lot, man. My last few builds, 6-0 RB starts with Richardson in the 7th. Let's go.
Well, I mean, he's the ultimate ceiling play. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Smash that value all day. But yeah, I don't hate my start right now. I don't hate my team at all. 10 rounds in, halfway through, I think we're poised for a very, very good finish here. We got Caleb Williams, so we can't get Cole Kmet because we already went elite tight end. So we're not stacking him. He's going unstacked. Najee Harris, Zamir White, Brian Robinson.
You can grab a running back or something, yeah.
Yeah. AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Brian Thomas Jr., and then we're obviously done at tight end. I think we might also stick to 2 quarterbacks here, but I don't like any of the passing quarterbacks here other than Trevor Lawrence. We do have stacking options, but I don't think Lawrence is going to come back to us.
He probably will. Scout out the Ingram guy and the Kirk guy. Ingram's there, 104. He's already got a QB, so you might have to worry about him. But
I think he's going to get him.
I don't. You might not take him with Lamar. I don't know if I would. Do me favors. Actually, he's a good player.
Where's Christian Kirk? Where did he go? I'm trying to find him.
I don't. Oh, he's way on the right there.
So you
probably will get him.
I need to stop queuing up Dallas Goedert. He's my most owned tight end, and it's not even close.
Really?
Yeah.
You're big on Goddard. I really don't have much, man.
It's most owned is Evan Ingram. Second most owned is Dallas Goedert.
Nice.
Just around that value, he's the
Ingram looks ready to eat, man. That preseason game was holy.
Yeah.
I'm
projected as my tight end 1. Yo, Pete Terranova, what's up, baby boy? Hey, Pete, you want to hop on stream? If you're free, I'd love to, have a little face off. Shout out to Pete Terranova from the Fantasy Football Face Off. Great YouTube channel. Smash the subscription. These guys are absolutely spectacular. Let's catch up with the chat. Do I play the Jets on Monday or pivot to another D? Who are the Jets playing on Monday? Let's look at that. That's a good question. The San Francisco 49ers, you pivot. Pivot hard. Pivot real hard. I don't think the 49ers are going to be a smash this year, but I still think, they're going to put up some points. And NFC North is so strong. I don't disagree. NFC North, it really could be. No, it's 3 teams from the NFC North are really strong. One team is like, we don't know what to expect out of the Minnesota Vikings whatsoever. I know Justin Jefferson, no matter what, but other than that, I'm kind of like, and Ty Chandler. But yeah. James says, as a community, we need to come together, let's start dissing James Cook and Zamir White. Let's make it happen. No, not never. Not never. Elite QB used to go round 1 to 2, though. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out this year. True. Jaden Daniels is my QB1, and I need an insurance quarterback between Stafford or Cousins. Do you have any correlation or any stacks? Do you have any receivers from the Rams or any receivers or tight ends from? Oh, there's Thunder. We're on the clock. I don't have a lot of dairy duty, but it gives me some correlation possibilities later on.
Yeah, set up the back stack. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. I love Mike, man. So what's your exposure to Michael Wilson now? Yeah, I would say go with
I'm right at the field.
Right at the field?
8%, yeah.
Okay.
But it was like low early, so I got it back up.
That's good. Good to see you, Pete. Shout out to Pete, man. Shout out to all you beautiful folks. If you guys don't know, this is a real money draft. $500,000 USD goes to first. $2.5 million in total prizes. Second place makes a fuck ton of lot of money. Right up, dog.
Yeah, even more this year. What is it? 300 for second?
It's $300K for second this year.
Good
$300K
Lord.
was what first one last year.
Yeah, that's not, dude, man. Drafters is so impressive, and it's crazy that they've done what they've done, man. I played on this like my first year. It was $10 and $25K for first, man. Crazy.
Well,
I think the year before that it was $5K for first. Like that's how quickly we've grown.
Last year, look at it this way. Last year, because that was my first year, it was a $20 buy-in and $2 million in total prizes. This year, it's a $15 buy-in and $2.5 million. So, they're doing things the right way. They're not going backwards. They're not getting greedy. They're still
lapping the field, man. Like it's incredible.
They're taking care of the community too, man. If you guys are not signed up on Drafters, make sure you do so. When you do, use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit up to $100. Appreciate y'all. Are you into DFS?
I can't play, unfortunately. And I've never really had much success when it was legal here. But I'm into it. I think it's cool. I mean, I think best ball is just like way better, and I've definitely focused on best ball. But I used to, flick the odd, Millie Maker or like $100 spy just for fun.
You can play DFS.
Well, owner's box, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I probably deposited like $200 on there or something last year just to mess around.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I've never really had success playing DFS, so it's definitely just me gambling. Not really something I'm too focused on. Yeah.
That's my world. That's my thing. That's like, this is your world, and
I didn't know you're a DFS guy. Yeah.
Oh, especially on Obi.
Do you go across the river and do some DraftKings too?
No, I'm not gonna.
Just hop in the car, man. Go Sunday morning. Get the.
I mean, it's
lock the lineups in.
It's not a bad idea, but I'm the kind of guy who maxes out on owner's box.
Nice,
that's where I max out. Like,
did you get the simulator package from who is it last year? Stochastic had like sims for owner's box.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of making like an optimizer that's similar. I've been on owner's box or like an affiliate owner's box for just over 3 years now. So yeah, big fan.
Very cool. Yeah, it's a cool site, man.
Yes, I love the tools and kits that Stocktastic has, and yeah, man, we're working diligently on our own,
Oh, very,
tools and
very
draft
cool.
kits and things like that. So, hopefully we can bring some out this year for the DFS and for betting props. We got some cool tools that are in the works, and then next year we're gonna have our own, draft tools and draft kits for best ball here on Drafters. So very excited
Oh
for
yeah,
the
very
future.
cool.
A lot of work has been going on behind the scenes here. So
That's awesome. It's the first I've heard of that. That's super
it's
super
the
cool.
first. That's the first anybody's heard, except for like a very few people. So yeah, man.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
owner's box is all right. Annoying how you have to mail the checks. Now, man, that's my least favorite thing. About try being an affiliate for them. It's like
Well, you have to cash out via check.
yeah. Like a lot of things I like about owner's box are because of availability where I'm drafting, but everything else, like even as an affiliate and like publicly, I can say this because I will. As an affiliate, they're fucking dog shit. They're absolutely terrible. Um,
They're
but
just so small too.
I wouldn't necessarily. I think they're like, as opposed to drafters, they're doing everything the wrong way. They're going backwards.
Yeah, I don't really see much like out of them. Like they do have a YouTube channel which I follow, and they release the odd video on. And then besides for like watching Stochastic and seeing their stuff promoted, like that's really the only place you ever come across it.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing, right? They, instead of like investing in the smaller content creators, and they want to buy brand names and continue to stick to the brand names and then take away from the smaller content creators. So I may not continue my partnership with Owners Box this year for what it's worth. But if you guys want to, get your initial deposit doubled, doesn't help me much. But use promo code Disco on Owners Box, and it'll double your initial deposit up to $500. You might see me
Hey.
on the Owners Box streets, but I'm taking my DFS work to drafters this year.
Play some dailies, yeah, they're fun, man. I definitely have to like focus on that a little more. It's something I want to get better at if I do ever like move to a legal state, because I would love to play some of the big like underdog contests and stuff too in season. So for now, definitely want to just get better at it. So drafters is the perfect place. The fields are smaller. You can really have some fun there, not lose your shirt, and still have like a chance for a good prize. Like
Absolutely.
$3K for $10 or whatever is pretty nice.
Now I need to ask. I don't know if you know the answer, but you know how you can like download the current ADP or the current rankings. Is there an updated version for like the weekly tournaments on drafters where you can draft the ADP there?
Good question.
Like download that, because
I don't know. I've never tried to download the daily ADP, but it's
where would we access that? Because the daily ADP, the daily
well,
tournaments
it's
are
right in the rankings thing, right? Like you go to rankings, then it's like upload, download CSV. Isn't that it?
Are they in the lobby of drafters yet? Who's they?
The dailies are, yeah. They just
Yeah, the dailies are available. There's a $3.30, an $11 one, and a $55 one. They look interesting.
yeah.
I
The
think
11 bucker is the main one. The three bucker one's actually like it's really cool too. It's bigger and it's still like a big prize, and like people are doing it all the time. So if you just want to jump in one, don't want to wait, just try it out. The three bucker is really cool.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try out, because like last year, I dipped my toes. This year, I wanna go, face
Yeah.
deep. So I might do like 50 in the $3 ones, 50 lineups.
Yeah,
Between,
it's the lineups are also deeper. Like it's way more roster spots than an underdog.
yeah,
So it does allow for a lot more creativity, and there's just like kind of like a bit more going on than the underdog variant. So it's cool, man. It's a fun tournament.
I wonder if Spike Week's tools, like,
They don't. They used to do it, but it was too much of a time sink for them. So they cut out the dailies. I do know. Well, I guess it's for underdog, not drafters, but best ball overlay is the dog pound and his stuff, and he I know he's gonna have like a daily product. If you are an underdog doing it, he's gonna have some kind of overlay.
no, I'm just doing it exclusively on drafters.
Drafters, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't know if there is a current tool for drafters, but Something to look into for sure. If we can get CSVs, you can kind of rig up stuff in Excel and find. Just, all you have to do is put
I'm live. Love you too, buddy. Sorry about that.
Yeah, all good.
I think he wanted to tell me that I'm on the clock. Yeah, I'm on the clock.
Yeah, focus up.
So slow drafts suck, man. Okay, so there's no tight ends. It's half PPR, 3 RBs, 3 wide receivers, 3 flex spots. I'm on the clock here too, so we'll get Yoshi. Okay. So it's a 2-player keeper. So I kept Deebo Samuel in the 4th and Jackson Smith and Jigba in the 7th. I had Bijan, but I also had the 101 this year. So I just kept the other 2 and drafted Bijan at the 101 because the guy who has Brees Hall is keeping him in CMC, which is insane. So right now I got Bijan, London, James Cook, Deebo. I need running back help desperately. Okay, Najee, we'll take that. Fuck. Yeah. We're good. We're done. Cool. Najee it is. I wanted Zamir.
Yeah, gotta take Zamir. I've gotten him in some of my drafters high rollers. He slid to me in like the late 90s, which was really nice. So I'm was pretty happy about that.
So are you maxing out the
high roller?
No.
I just did 4. I think the max is 14.
Okay.
I didn't really go like crazy in high stakes, man. Like say I got 20 grand in play, but like basically all of that is $25 or under tournaments. I think I did 4 $500 tournaments and then 4 $250 tournaments. So only like 3K ish of like high stakes out of all that.
Okay, so Knifey, the guy who just called me, says, "We doing Sunday lives now, sir? It's Monday."
Yeah, I don't know what day it is.
Dang.
Don't ask me. Don't ask me that question.
Disco, make your dang pick. Okay, I did. It's Monday. Ford before Najee. No. I'm taking Najee before Ford. I'm taking Zamir before Ford. I'm taking Tony Pollard before Ford. I'm taking all those guys. Who do I have on this team? I got Caleb Williams, Deshaun Watson, Najee, Zamir White, Brian Robinson, Trey Benson. I can't stop drafting Trey Benson. I'm very invested in him. Justice Hill. Also,
yeah, I like how that shook out for him, man. I was worried about Michael Carter, and they went, "See ya,
Yeah.
see ya."
Yeah. So now it's just inevitable for Trey Benson, and my wide receiver course.
He's gonna see the field like it's like a lock now. He's a really good click.
Well, we know James Conner is going to miss time, right? How much, that's yet to be seen. But I'm under the assumption that the moment James Conner misses time, Trey Benson's not giving up that position whatsoever.
Yeah, he's in there for sure.
Yeah, he's running with it.
Nice, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be all done my underdogs tonight, and then tomorrow is DraftKings hell, man. I got 50 drafts, and most of them are in like the 10th round, like 8th, 10th round, and gonna be on 10-minute clocks. So just like it's gonna be crazy, man.
And once again, guys, if you guys want to watch his DraftKings hell right here on Twitch, we just shared the link. Make sure you follow him on Twitch. It costs you nothing to follow him. He's good people. He's one of the smartest drafters. If you guys got questions, bring them now because, this is crunch time, and the fact that we have Updog here is absolutely spectacular. So get your questions in. Quentin Johnson is one of those guys who I can't stop drafting either. And I know it's a dumb pick, and I know it's a dumb play, and I know he.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, I know he looks terrible in camp, but like, here's mine. Like, year 1, Jamar Chase looked terrible in camp. He looked terrible in the preseason too. He dropped a lot of balls, and then he turned up. Right. I want to give this guy the benefit of the doubt. Knifey said, "Give you a follow up, dog. Let's go, Knifey."
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I will stream tomorrow, and just like all day or whatever. I'm not nothing planned. I'm just gonna sit down at my computer and get ready for 10 a.m. because that's when the clock clicks over, and I'm just gonna try and stay above water in these DraftKings slows, man. I'm in like 3 high stakes ones too, so like, goddamn, if I auto a 555, I will be furious. So you might see some rage, some streamer rage.
So, serious question: do you know how to set up a catheter because like I feel like you may need one. Like
Yeah.
you can't. No, okay, figure it out, man. Google's a hell of a thing. Prayers QJ says E111. He's laughing.
Yeah, QJ is tough for me, man. He was just had like a lot of red flags last year, and then he came in and face planted. And like, I really don't like giving dudes second chances. You know, I kind of faded him last year, and like this year he's like a 0 click for me. I just clicked Brendan Rice in the last round. But you know, he's the other hard part is that like now it's a different or am I making things up? Is it a new coaching staff this year?
Where?
Chargers.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, yeah, sorry, I was just lost in my head there. But yeah, so he's like a old regime, failed prospect.
Yeah.
I mean, their depth is like non-existent, so that's good for him. But I mean, Harbaugh might be able to make him into something, right? Who knows? So it's certainly a swing for the fences. You know, he kind of fits into that Treylon Burks mold for me, and I kind of faded both those guys, and I'm just gonna keep doing it. I think.
I keep looking at Ricky Pearsall. I didn't want to draft him, and now like I definitely don't want to draft him. I did something so stupid. Like the moment Schefter broke the news that he got shot.
Glad he's okay, Ricky, man. Holy.
Do you know that movie Boys in the Hood with Cuba Gooding Jr. and his buddy Ricky got shot, the football player, the receiver who was about to get a scholarship, he got shot and he screamed, "Ricky!" Anyway, it's like really.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I'm not familiar with it, but I heard that joke.
Yeah, so the moment that happened, I kind of posted that on the Schefter. The Schefter.
Maybe I saw your post actually.
Yeah. And yeah, I got like a couple thousand.
Nice.
Yeah, low end. People were not impressed. Some people really liked it. Some people.
That's the best way to get engagement on Twitch, though, is to have some take that's like
Twitter.
On Twitter, have some take that's like outlandish and gets people all riled up.
It was just a GIF. It was just a GIF because every time I said the name Ricky Pearsall before he got shot, I always said Ricky, right? Like he was getting shot from Boys in the Hood because like that movie is biblical. It's so good. And then he got shot, and then I posted the fucking full circle. Harbaugh is a whisperer, signaler. I need to see that. Did you see that? There's a series about the signal stealing from Michigan with Harbaugh on Netflix.
No, I don't know much about it. I know that like they were trying to like they found him whatever, like innocent or whatever, or they're saying Harbaugh didn't know about it or something like that.
This is a tell-all story, so I want to watch it.
Yeah,
Untold. Yeah, it's on Reels. Yeah, so apparently it's absolutely. I love Untold, man. Untold, like who was it? The Manti Te'o. Did you see that Manti?
I did see that one. Yeah, it was a long time ago, but yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
Oh baby, the Manti Te'o Untold was just that's great TV.
Yeah, I think that's when I learned what the term catfishing was. Like, I don't think I ever heard that word before.
Yeah. That's the first time I heard it too. I mean, like other times was like from people from like Memphis or Tennessee, like we got catfish on the grill or something like. But like that's about it. Updog, Jason Calhoun says, "Updog, you must immediately go watch Boys in the Hood tonight." He's got drafts to do.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I'm just I'm terrible with like movie recollection like that.
It's Ice Cube's first ever job as a director / actor, and it was during like the prime of NWA, and it's just such an iconic movie, man.
Oh, it's the NWA movie.
No, it's not.
No, okay. What am I looking? Okay, I've seen this before though.
But Boys in the Hood. I'll send.
Yeah, I just pulled up a picture of it. Yeah, I'm terrible with movies, man.
Oh, you're okay, man. There's a reason why you're successful in the fantasy football streets, and it's because you're not wasting time.
My brain's not wired for all things, but it's certainly good for fantasy football.
Fuck, man. I mean, if Ricky Pearsall falls to me in round 20, I might have to smash the pick, but I think Huron River Rat's going to snag him.
Maybe.
I like this draft. We went with a 3 QB build. We took a naked Daniel Jones as well, just for the rushing upside. I feel like we just needed a little bit of
grab
upside.
My boy Hyatt. Oh, he's gone. Dome favors, yeah.
Yeah, I got no Slayton, and I'll continue to take no Slayton whatsoever.
Yeah, me too. I have like I think 1 or 2 shares. I just take Hyatt every time, but like man, he just sticks it. Like he just does it every year. So I'm not going to be shocked when the guy is like, puts up 600 yards or 700 yards or whatever.
How long is Keaton Mitchell on the pup for?
I don't know, but I think he's a good click. Well, I think he's a good click in playoff formats. I don't know,
Yeah.
less so drafters. But his like return timeline's like week 10. Like it's pretty far out there. It's pretty far out there. Cam Akers is a good click. If no one's grabbed him, he's like a good punt running back.
I don't need running back though.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I need running back. I think I'm fine at running back. Miles Sanders is my last running back. I'm okay. I don't want to take Dalvin Cook. I have no exposure, and I have no interest in getting exposure. Damian Pierce, I got a few shares. Yeah, well, I mean, like, fuck, how if Ricky plays at all, that's not a bad pick. That's like the Brian Robinson pick. I'm looking forward to his entrance. All right, let's look at Smoking Nibs because he's been talking some trash. He goes 3-6-8-2. Oh, he hasn't finished his draft yet. I was like, why does that not make sense? Okay, he just finished his draft. Okay, he goes 3-6-8-3, 3-7-8-2. Okay, Kyler Murray, Geno Smith, Bo Nix, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, Chase Brown, Zach Moss. So he double stacked the
Doubled
RBs.
up, yeah.
Yeah. Are you a UD guy, Nibs? Jaleel McLaughlin, Alexander Madison, Keaton Mitchell, Jamar Chase, no matter what. Cooper Kupp, Brandon Ayuk, love the start. Dontavian Wicks, Tyler Lockett, not bad. Brandon Cooks, also not bad. I like your receiving core a lot. Greg Dortch, also good pick. Correlation with, and then Rashad Bateman. No, you took the Bateman. And then Dulcich to go with Nix, and then McBride to go with Kyler. Strong drafter.
Yeah, nice. I like it.
I don't hate it at all. I don't hate it whatsoever. All right.
Smoking Nibs.
That's strong. Let's look at Huron River Rat. He goes 2-6-9-3. Jared Goff reached on him. So if you reach around on Goff, it's called Jack and Goff. Okay. Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Blake Corum, Ty Chandler, Braylon Allen, Sion Vaki. Wow. That's a double stack.
Yeah,
that's a long shot handcuff. Sorry, what
I see people take Vaki, and I've only done it like once, I think. I mean, he must have looked good in preseason. I didn't watch, but I know he's like some sort of, or he's like a converted linebacker, I think is what it is.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a converted linebacker that plays running back.
He looked good in one preseason game. He was getting all the receptions and like carrying the third or fourth team.
Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna like.
He's been on my radar for a while because I remember it was Davis Maddock. He was like, this was like months ago, like in like, I don't know, March or something. He was like hyping up this guy, and everybody laughed at him because he was a defensive player. Like he's listed as defensive player everywhere. But then he got drafted as a running back, and he transitioned to running back. And yeah, maybe he's actually good.
I know he made the final 53, but didn't Craig Reynolds also make the final 53? And I think
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So
he's most likely just a gadget guy, special teams guy. Not really worried about who's going to get touches outside of Monty and Gibbs. I
mean, it's a cute pick. It's cute. It's like Deneric Prince last year. Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell.
It's like Deneric Prince this year, man.
Oh my God. The fact that he was going off the board around 16 and 17.
Bro, I took shares, man. I was because I'm just so out on Clyde, man.
You should know better.
But no, I didn't go crazy, but like I did know that he could easily just do the same thing he did last year where he shows up and ends up on the practice squad.
Yeah.
And the Steele guy too.
Yeah.
He was also like an early, I think it was also Davis Maddock who I heard call this out because he's a Chiefs guy. He was saying in like the first OTAs, Steele was like getting reps with the ones and like was like looking good. And this was months ago. And it turns out he's the guy who makes it.
I didn't hear about Steele until our 24-hour stream. And Andrew Erickson, I know, name dropping, weird flex, right? Andrew Erickson came in the chat, super supportive, but he also started like raving about Carson Steele and like give us like a full breakdown on like.
Yeah, I mean, this is also when people thought he would win the 2 job, and now he's been squashed. I think So
I don't think Steele's going to win the number. I think Steele is officially the number 2 because CEH is on the pup.
no, they signed P Ryan.
Oh yeah, fuck! I completely forgot about that. You're absolutely right. All right, so Garrett Wilson. Let's go from the beginning. He reached on Jared Goff, so he's Jack and Goff, Aaron Rodgers, 2 quarterback build, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams, Blake Corum, Ty Chandler. I like the running back room. Why? Braylon Allen, love the pick, and then Deneric Prince, Garrett Wilson, Tank Dell, Roma Dunze, Jameson Williams, Michael Wilson, love it. Jermaine Burton, also love it. Little Witt, I'd much rather Robinson. Malachi Corley, I don't hate the pick. Tim Patrick, it could smash. Sam Laporta, George Kittle. Oh, fuck, that's nice. And Tyler, that's not bad, man.
It's a beefy tight end room, yeah.
I don't like the Conklin pick for the sake of Conklin.
He's got a stack. He's just doing a little New York Jets kind of onslaught there. Like he's got a running back, he's got 2 receivers, he's got a tight end. So it's cool, man. I like it. Yeah.
All right. We got some more chats. Adrian says, "Up dog, can you please elaborate on your Hyatt love? This is a diehard."
Yeah, I like. He was one of my guys last year that I thought was like a real breakout candidate, and he was my number 1 drafted player last year. I had like 40%. I was like taking him like every time, and it didn't work out. Giants are kind of shit. People were down on him because they weren't sure if he could like beat press coverage, and I don't know if he proved that thesis false, but he certainly didn't get on the field enough to really show things. But like when I watched him and like just when I watched his highlights and stuff, I'm like, man, this kid is just unguardable, and he just looked so quick twitch and like a perfect best ball kind of player, a sick deep threat, and yeah, I'm back on him again this year. I think he's good. I think he's straight up good. I think he got open last year. He didn't get the ball because Danny Jones is fucking terrible. So hopefully he's better this year. Another reason why I'm scared of Neighbors this year and basically off him. I'm just, bro, having to watch Danny Dimes last year was traumatizing, and I didn't want to do it again with a second 2-3 turn pick. So I take my high chairs, and that's pretty much it for my Giants exposures.
I respect it. A Fantasy Dog, shout out to you. By the way, everybody who won their tickets on Friday, your tickets should be in your account. Check if you haven't. Bing King, I don't know if I'm reading this incorrectly. Maybe I'm being sensitive. Same content, same day, same content, same draft, same picks, different day. Cool. Am I looking too far into that? It's fine. Up Dog's here. Yes, Up Dog's here. What's up, dog?
What's up? What's up?
Shout out to Fantasy Dog, Up Dog. I love my dogs. Haha, Davis loves to pump every Chiefs player in existence as AP. CH.
You tapped in. Yeah.
CH has a higher pass blocking rain grade than Pacheco. As long as he does that job, he's got. Once again, that's the bet I'm making. I like CH.
I think CH is done. I think it's over.
Really?
Like I think it's like done. I don't know if you've kept up to date with the mental health stuff he's been struggling with, but
no.
So he had like he has PTSD from like an incident like 4 or 5 years ago where he got held up at gunpoint, and apparently it's like really bad to the point that he's been like hospitalized like numerous times for it, like how he has like episodes and stuff. And I think he's literally I think he's done playing football. I don't know. He was put on the pup, I think, today.
Yeah.
And I honestly think that's the last we'll ever see of him. I think he's gonna just focus on his health and kind of stop playing football. Like for him, I don't know what the path is forward. If you're struggling with your health and like his next contract is gonna be like nothing, and you're gonna have to run into you're gonna have to run into a car crash, whatever, in practice every weekend. I don't know. I think unfortunately for his, I think CH is done. Wish the kid well, but yeah, I think he's done, man.
Fantasy Dog says that's the first I hear of that. By the way, I didn't fucking know that. This is why you're him.
Yeah, it broke like I don't know, maybe like 2 weeks ago. He mentioned it at a Chiefs just like an interview or whatever.
I had no idea.
Yeah, and then that's kind of like made the situation a little more clear why he's been struggling. And I'm pretty sure he got put on PUP today.
That's crazy. Oh
Yeah,
man.
it's a wild story, man. Yeah. I wish the kid well, man. It sounds tough.
Yeah, no shit. Jason says he actually shot the guy and the dude dies that tried to rob him. Wow.
Oh wow, I see. I didn't know all the details. Holy, yeah. So traumatic. Yeah.
Yeah. That is sad. Heard an analyst say Noah Brown will be the wide receiver 2 for Washington by week 3. I like that take a lot.
I don't know about no Brown. Yeah, I'm scared to click on. I think like De'Ami Brown's probably better click, but
I just much rather invest in the receiving room if it's not Terry McLaurin, or in the rushing room if it's not Terry McLaurin or Ben Sinnott.
yeah, that's all who I take too, man. I started sprinkling in some Diami at the end here, and
Yeah.
like Luke McCaffrey, just because other people have been taking him the whole time, I've kind of shied away from. So he's a guy who could definitely bite me in the ass.
Nip says, God bless. He got first rounder money at least. That's the first I heard that too. Yeah, it's the first time I heard that.
That's what I mean. He got his first rounder money, dude. Like he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. He got his bag. Just focus on yourself, king, kind of stuff. And I think he'll be happier on his next adventure, whatever that is.
James says, drafters pick him. Mahomes promo over 0.5 passing yards. Bet your house on it. I think the limit that you can bet on these promos is $10. But I'm gonna take that. We'll build the pick'em together right now, guys. What the fuck is up with all these NFL players having Robert? It's it doesn't happen to CFL players.
No, there's some correlation there.
It doesn't happen to CFL players.
We don't seem to have the same problem up here.
They get the money early. They're easy targets. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen to CFL players.
Yeah,
All right,
just don't wear your Rolex out in public is a good lesson
in America. Let's look at my team. I go 3-6-3-6-9-2. I go Caleb Williams, Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones. Be critical, okay? Najee, Zamir, Brian Robinson, Trey Benson, Justice Hill, Miles Sanders. Have you been sprinkling in any Miles Sanders?
I do have a few shares. It is something that I mix in ever so rarely. Now I kind of have some other guys I like I like doing Emmanuel Wilson late.
Okay.
The Packers wide receiver 3 who hasn't been drafted, or running back 3 or hasn't been drafted, right? He might beat out Lloyd, so I have a lot of Lloyd bags to kind of counter. But if I have any sort of Carolina thing going on, or if I have some sort of bye week situation that demands a week 5 running back or something, I take Sanders. Yeah.
Or have you been because I know we spoke about Mingo during the 24 hours stream.
I have added a couple shares, but not many. I basically just stopped taking Leggett is what that made me do. was back off Leggett. Because I've been doing a lot of Carolina stuff. So I do have some Mingo teams, like probably like 2 or 3.
I'm higher on Mingo than I am on Deontay this year. Make it make sense. AJ Brown.
I mean, that's just crazy town, dude.
I know, right?
That's crazy town.
I know it sounds crazy, like as I said, but like
year 2 breakout, huh? All right.
I'm not saying year 2 breakout. I'm not saying either of them are going to be spectacular. I just much rather one because he costs nothing than another who I think is going to be an absolute bust. AJ Brown, DK Metcalf, Stephon Diggs, Brian Thomas Jr., Jerry Jeudy, Josh Downs, Andre Yoshevich, De'Ami Brown, Ricky, and then Travis Kelce and Mark Andrews. Fuck. If you're going to do bully tight end, like talk to me, please.
I like it, man. You spread the capital around nicely at the other positions after the bully tight end. I think that's kind of what you want to do. You put a lot into to tight end, and you kind of have to scramble to make the rest work. And yeah, I think you did a good job, man. The top 3 running backs have to kind of be the guys, but that's always kind of what we're going for. You want to kind of build thin at running back and just hope your guys are the nuts.
I like it.
Yeah, like it and we already know Zamir is going to be the nuts, so you're good there.
He's the guy. All right, let's look at the pick'em with this $10 prop here.
Oh yeah, there's a promo now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna take the over.
Oh. Derrick Henry overs. Ooh.
No, I'm not taking that.
Oh, dude, that's so low. Look at that line.
The rushing attempts, I would take. The rushing yards, dude, I'm not touching.
I like the rushing yards. 67. That seems low. I mean,
like it.
maybe I'm just like teleporting back in time to when Derrick Henry had like 100. I swear one day against like the Texans, he had like a 125-yard line.
You know what? You're the guest. Fuck it. Let's do it. We'll take the
Dude.
over on the rushing.
Dude, I think he gets there, man.
All right. Do we like any of these Pacheco props?
He's interesting.
I like the receptions right away.
Well, I was thinking that might be the one I'd fade with Pirine being involved, but he also might not be involved, and he might just be in the shadows.
I mean, like on average, he was getting what 2 receptions per game last year.
It's kind of hard for him to be game ready, so maybe that is the play, is the over there. You know, maybe that's why it's so low.
We could just pass on him. Justice Hill, 15.5 rushing yards. I'm not touching that. Justin Watson. How much? Like
2 catches for Justin Watson.
The Mecole Hardman, 11.5 rushing and
that's interesting.
Like he's been insignificant forever. I might smash the under on this, right?
True. He might not even see the field now.
Yeah. I think 16.5 receiving yards for Aguilar. I think that's an over.
That's cool. You know what I did on my that team I told you about where I passed on Andrews.
Yeah.
Like my whole point, like I wanted to get Likely, obviously, but I don't know if I made a mistake or I just got taken early, but I didn't get him, so I had to go Aguilar in the 20th solo with yeah, let's do it, bro. Man, imagine you see that team at the top of the leaderboard after the Baltimore game. My Aguilar stack one time. Let's go.
I'm looking for it. Okay, so we're taking the over on Aguilar. We're just gonna bet on the first game. We're gonna get 8 props. I know it's a lot.
Damn.
We'll go $10. Rashee Rice, not touching it. Rashad Bateman, I want to bet the under. Longest reception for Xavier Worthy, 20.5.
That seems pretty long, but yeah, I mean that's his ADOT's going to be like 17. So
yeah, I think he's more inclined to hit the receptions than the receiving yards and longest receptions. I think 3.5 receptions is in the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, and we have no Marquise Brown. I think that's a good. They're gonna project Rice with way more, so I think that's a good spot. Yeah.
Oh, I think over 12.5 longest reception for Likely is enticing. They added the longest reception.
No, I think I'd go yards there, man. Like you're only like a 6-yard premium for just the yardage total rather than like one big play. Like you might just take three dump offs rather than
yeah. Okay, how many do we have? We got 6. We got 2 more.
Well, we should probably fade Andrews then if we're going over Aguilar and over Likely.
I think he could do it in the receptions though.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
and we need a Lamar over then too. Will it let us do?
I don't think it'll let you stack
yeah.
receivers, so we might have to revisit this. But like, I live in the world where I'm thinking Isaiah Likely is the wide receiver 2 in Baltimore.
Yeah.
Other than Andrews.
I live in that house.
Okay, Harrison Butker kicker points over 6.5 kicker points. I'm gonna bet on Justin Tucker, right?
Because where is this? This is in KC or is
in
this
KC?
This isn't the Brazil game, is it?
No, this is in Kansas City. This is the first game.
Okay, well, I don't know. That's like a weather play, Like you have to if it's windy, like you don't want that. So yeah. I don't know if that's something you can lock in right now.
Let's go with $10.
Well, you can. I don't know. Whatever you want.
I'm going 7 bets. Like I'm not going anything. I kind of want to take the under on Mecole Hardman.
Yeah, I think that's a good one.
But yeah, we already did. Fuck.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they'll let us.
You're good. Don't force it. I think this will pay out pretty nice, right? Yeah. All right. There we go.
$650. All right, $10 to win 650, guys. Tail if you want at your own risk. I am not liable for any losses. But I will get all the props for.
Hold on, put that back up. I want to take a picture because I have to tail too.
Do we really just build this together?
Building winners. All right, I love it. Pretty good.
Oh, I use another. Yeah, I still got a $30 free ticket that I should use. I'm going to use that on Sunday though. Go halves. I mean, yeah, sure. Why the hell not, man? Like as long as we go halves on his best ball earnings this year. This guy's got what 20 million drafts going on. Man, Updog, Matt, fuck, you're a legend. Thank you for coming on here. The chat is popping, and they're happy. I'm happy.
Yeah, good luck down the stretch, everyone. A couple more days and we're playing football. It'll be nice.
Can't wait, man. I'm here for it. Love you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 650. Appreciate you guys. God bless you guys. Shout out to Sleazeball. We have him coming on the stream tomorrow night. My guy just got monetized. It costs $1.99 to become a member on his channel. I highly recommend it. He just got monetized. Congratulations to our guy Sleazeball. I think the sports affiliation is live right now. Go give him a shout out. Go say hello, Disco Raid and Updog. Thanks, James. Love you, buddy. Fantasy Dog, Antonio, Knifey, Nibs. It was nice meeting you, man. Super cool meeting you. Hopefully you catch up with us tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Until next time, folks. Peace. God bless. Love you guys. Bye.